job. Jabbing on the job. So, what else is going on here? So, yeah, so I did the Meerkat thing yesterday. You heard it was Tyrese who was the reason why TGT broke up? Yeah. You know, because early on, it was all, remember when that story first broke that they were breaking up, everything pointed to Genuine. Remember, everybody was saying Genuine got a problem. He's got some kind of problem. That's why they're breaking up. Remember that? And then all of a sudden, the tables turned, and now everything is pointing towards Tyrese, because Tyrese feels like he should get more money because he's also a movie star, you know. But that wasn't the agreement. That was not the agreement. You're a man of your word. That wasn't the agreement. You got to, like, you know, he wanted his money, man. That wasn't what he signed up for, though. That wasn't the deal. They had to know. They had to know. I mean, Tank had to know. Genuine probably had some idea too that was going to be an issue down the road. I mean, they had to be. It had to be one of those things. So I called it yesterday. Turns out that I was right. Ben Carson is probably going to suspend his campaign. Yesterday he said that he didn't see a path for him to the White House. And today it came out. Armstrong Williams, I think, said that, because I think he was working for Ben Carson's campaign. He said that, yeah, we're going to put it on shelf probably on Friday. So Ben Carson's bailing out, you know. And it was so funny because when this whole mess started, and I call it a mess because it's exactly what it is. It was so funny because, you know, Ben was leading for a while. Why was Tank tripping? Yeah, Ben Carson should bail out. Now, who will he throw his support to? Who will get his support? Like Chris Christie. Yeah, he didn't have a. You know, Ben Carson never had a shot, right? That was never going to happen. You know, he aligned himself with like the Tea Party. That was not going to happen. But you know, early on though, he seemed to have like a little bit of momentum, and then poof, it went away, and he never got his footing. But the minute he announced that he was going to run, it was pretty obvious that it wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. In this country, a black president, back-to-back terms? Nah, that wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. So he'll put it on the shelf. And so I was asking this question earlier. Yeah, he had no personality. Yeah, you're right. Ben Carson had no personality. He's a history-making surgeon. Apparently, that's his gift. That's his gift. He should, you know, sometimes, you know, we should stay in our lane, you know, and maybe expand from that lane. But a man's got to know his limitations. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not cool at all. You know, we're gonna have to work a little bit to get to this 540. But I see, you know, but yeah, so Ben Carson's done. I was asking earlier, do you remember, and ladies probably more than men, because we're not as sentimental. I don't know if this falls under sentimental or not. Do men too, do you remember what song was playing when your child was conceived? Some lady said, "Make It Last Forever." And then I said, well, that was probably the best 5 minutes of your life. She goes, well, then after Computer Love came on. So I was like, well, okay. So I was asking that question. Yeah, you don't remember? I have no idea. I don't even know what music was playing. To be honest, I think Sports Center might have been on. Yeah, man. Also read today, Jared from Subway. They're always going to be connected, are they not? I mean, they broke up how many, last year, a couple years ago. But apparently, since he's been locked up in prison, he's gained 30 pounds. You know, he lost 100 pounds on Subway sandwiches. Now he's gained 30 pounds of it back being locked up. You know what was happening when you lost your virginity? Now, what was happening besides you losing your virginity? What was happening at that time? Now, that's an interesting question. What was going on the day you lost your virginity? I don't know. Will Smith and Jerry Bruckheimer have been meeting in L.A. the last few days, hammering out a Bad Boys 3, and it looks like that's going to happen. So that's kind of good news there, right? Bobbi Kristina, what was playing? Karate was on. You lost your virginity when karate was on TV? There was some karate going on? That's what's going on? Really? That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Bobbi Kristina's autopsy records are going to be made public. TV station in Atlanta filed to have access to them. A judge signed off on it, but then the state appealed. So I don't know if that's going to hold things up or not. But that apparently is. Can they let this woman rest in peace? Can they just let it go? Do we want to know exactly what happened? Oh, we know she's gone, and it's sad. And past that, I don't think we have the right to know anything else, do we? I don't want to know, and I sure don't want to see any photos, of her, cut open and stuff like that as they did the autopsy. I don't want to see all that. And I don't know if that's part of the record that will be released to the public when and if this thing gets settled. So I'm not really sure about that. And the cop who pulled over Sandra Bland apparently has been fired officially. He can appeal, but he's been fired. So is that going to be enough justice? To me, no. Is that going to have to be what we settle for? I don't know. He should have been. If I should have been prosecuted, he should have lost his job because he couldn't show up anymore because he was locked up. But and because social media and the internet has made the world so small, I don't know if he'll ever be able to be a cop again. I don't know, because anytime he gets hired, it'll get out because nobody keeps a secret. It'll get out, and then the whole thing will snowball, and then the police department he's working for, they're going to have to make a decision. And early on, they have to decide, with that possibility being there, that we could get picketed, we could get criticized, we could just get dragged. If it gets out that we hired him, do we even want that kind of stink on us moving forward? And I think more times than not, the answer is probably no. They don't want that. I would guess, but I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, you know what I'm saying? So that's the deal there. So, and is his name Trey Byers, the guy who plays Andre Lyon on Empire? Supposedly he's leaving the show with the producer's blessings, although the report that I read said they said no, he's not left the show and he's not been fired yet, is what they say. Well, don't put the yet on the end. Don't do that. Supposedly, he was up for playing Muhammad Ali in this movie that's being made, and he was pretty sure he was going to get it, and then when he didn't get it, he fired his entire team. He fired everybody. So I don't know if that is, in fact, what, started this whole thing, where, because also read that he's kind of like not feeling the direction that Empire's going in, I think Empire has maybe one more year left. And then it's going to get just old and stale. So that's my thinking. But I got to go. I got to give away these tickets.